The crew worldwide, from Cali to Twitter, real hardcore fans, boxing ass niggas, consistency cops, police the views, we'll pull up receipts for any debate you choose. Shout outs to Clan Arky for the dope production. Ring Gang stay with the best discussions. Ring Gang Radio.
Yeah, what's good, y'all? It's Patscorpio, the New England representative, and tonight's segment, Real Talk, where if shit's real, we talk about it. Word up. But I'm not alone in this. Y'all got my man with me. I'm gonna let him introduce himself.
Hey, what it do? Ring Gang Radio in the building. The Soul Wars, LB, Shutterworth, GOAT artist. Y'all know what it do. Salute my nigga Pat.
Word up.
Let's get real.
That's what it's all about, you know what I'm saying? You know, me and my man LB. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna talk about, you know, of course, that little event from this past weekend. You know, that's still the buzz in the boxing world and the sports world. Of course, I'm talking about recapping Triple G versus Saul Canelo Alvarez, the rematch. But before we get into that, you know, what I want to do is, you know, shed some light and get to, you know, recap the undercard fights. First one was the return of Chocolatito versus Moises Fuentes. Now, as we all know, Chocolatito, this was his first comeback fight since, you know, he was put through hell and back by Swisher Ketsor Rungbaside, aka affectionately known as King Sor. Among, you know, me, you know, I can't speak for LB. LB doesn't like that motherfucker, so, you know.
I respect him now. I respect him. I just don't like the fact that his come up was based off of a robbery, but then he went and got the knockout. So, it is what it is.
Man, well, and yes, to tell you the truth, I mean, because I scored that shit for Chocolatito by 2. But I wasn't mad at it, you know what I'm saying? You know, because that fight was like hellacious. I mean, them little niggas went to war. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah, and that's in the way, and that's what it's all about. You know what I'm saying? Fades. You know, you gotta bring the fade. You know, that's how we do this, man. That's how you bring the fade. You get paid. Word up. So, so yeah, Chocolatito, after those 2 hellacious fights with King Sor, you know, he had his issues. You know, he was getting over his trainer's death and his woman leaving him. This is legit. So he was, you know, so he came back at 115 of all weight divisions, and to face Moises Fuentes. Of course, I watched this in the theaters or whatever, and Chocolatito didn't look like himself. I mean, physically, he looked a little pudgy. He looked a little in the face. And he looked real tentative. Like a lot of his punches didn't have the usual snap that he usually had. And I thought, oh shit, you know, Fuentes might actually cause an upset. And then of course Fuentes got cut, and then I think he got dropped once. Did he get dropped once, LB, or was he not in before?
I thought it was just a knockout, but he was in there. He didn't just come to lay down. Like he was shooting the fade, and you know. He was making Chocolatito earn it, because Chocolatito really wasn't looking all that good until towards the end, where it just seems like he kind of went into that second gear and just got him out of there.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that's what happened. But like I said, I mean, now it's ring rust, and you're like, hey, you know, if it's ring rust, you know, you can afford not to look good. But I mean, he was causing me concern earlier in the week when he was talking that retirement talk. He was talking about retiring.
Yeah.
Usually, when boxers are thinking about that, you know, they're like, you know, one step out the door. You know.
Yup.
So it was. So I mean, it was good that he got the win. Like I mean, I think that was just like his first stoppage at 115 too. So yeah, I mean, I guess we'll see how it goes. You know, but I don't know how much of a future he has fucking around at 115, because, you know, there's some strong opponents at that.
Yeah, you're right. He got some strong opponents there. He got to be real selective.
Right. I mean, I think going down to flyweight would probably be a mistake, and if he went up to Bantam, it would be a suicide. So, you know, I don't think
he just stay there and I guess take another rebuilding fight, you know, somebody at the caliber of his last opponent, and or maybe someone a little better, and see if he has it, you know, someone who could push him a little harder. But if he struggled too much there, it might be time to call it a career, though. But I mean, we'll see. Like you said, we'll see.
Yeah, because I mean, you know how it goes in the divisions that are like 122 and under, man. You know, like I mean, it could be, it's physiology or whatever, but you know, those cats, their primes, they end early. Like there are no old men in that division.
Yup.
Yeah, like more if there are, they're like a rarity, like unicorns, man. So, and John Tito's already 30. I think he's 30 or he's past 30 or something.
31.
So I mean, I don't think he has any. Prime. I don't think he's in his prime. Well, I mean, he's at the prime.
When he first moved up, I think when he fought Arroyo, I was thinking that was maybe the end of his. Like he was on the damn. Like he was peaking. Like he already peaked, and you know you got to have that decline period from your peak.
Right.
I think he was.
I remember that was the first fight. I actually thought, man, I don't think Chocolatito won this, you know. And then he had to fight with Quadras, and I really and he took a lot of punishment in that fight.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you have King Sor, and you know, you get what you get now. He has two. You know, the two losses came quick.
Yeah, I mean, but look at all the opponents he's fought over the years. It was only a matter of time. See, people don't understand when you're constantly fighting top-level opponents, whether you win, it's all a matter of, like, how much you win and how hard it is to get those wins. If you got to go life and death and dig deep each time and you're fighting top-level opponents, there's going to be one guy on any night that could just push you a little further and just win.
Right, exactly. And you know, in those divisions, man, in order for them little cats to get paid, you know, they got the best have to fight each other. You know.
Yeah. And they have to give their best effort. Even the B-level mid-tier guys gotta put out lights out type of performance just so they could be an opponent for a bigger name guy, just so they can get more opportunities. So
right.
You having guys go balls at the wall in every fight. More so than you have in a lot of these other divisions where everybody's not going to come out there and get their Jesse Vargas on and throw a gazillion punches and just say, fuck it. Like,
right. I mean, and shit, that's probably part of the reason why, you know, those fighters, they get worn out very quickly, you know.
Because everybody testing you.
Yeah, it's vicious, man, but what can you do? And then, you know, and like I said, you know, talk to you, like I said, you know, one or maybe two more soft touches, preferably as soon as possible, you know, barring he didn't have any cuts or anything crazy from that Fuentes fight.
Yeah, he need to be fighting in December again, if you want to be honest, or maybe January.
Exactly. Exactly. So let's see, the next fight, though, and it was a fight that I thought would last a little bit longer than it did. You know, talking about, you know, Spike O'Sullivan, aka, you know, John L. Sullivan versus David Lemieux. Before the shit, you know, obviously, I mean, we all know Lemieux has very spotty conditioning habits. So, you know, sometimes he makes weight depending on the importance of the fight. Sometimes he doesn't, you know, and he made weight this time. I think, you know, he made that 160 on the dot. No, you know, the fuckery. However, the fuckery, of course, was he regained 19 pounds overnight. So he was effectively
cruiserweight.
Yeah, he was a cruiserweight. Yeah. So, and then you see that, and you have Spike O'Sullivan. Now, Spike himself is a decent puncher. You know, he has a decent work rate, and you know, he will get in there and brawl with you. That's not a thing.
Yeah, career momentum going in.
Yeah, he had serious momentum, especially, you know, after he probably ended the U.S. career of Antoine Douglas. I mean, that poor guy is through. You know, and you think, you know, after that impressive little knockout, you think, you know, Spike has some momentum. And then, of course, he was talking that shit in the interviews, and then he was doing that.
Yeah, he was really selling the fight. Like he had me hyped for it. Like, I was like, damn, Spike might fuck around and beat this guy. Like, I don't know, you know, give him a little life and death struggle, you know, see what happens, and boom. Yeah,
exactly. You know, I mean, he was over there talking that shit, and, you know, Lemieux was out here getting pissed. You know, he wasn't. I mean, he wasn't with the bullshit. You know, and I'm thinking to myself, okay, this is all right. So this is gonna be like a slugfest to a degree. And then the X factor questions was, could Spike handle Lemieux's power? Pretty much seconds in, that was a big no. And the funny thing is too, Spike had chances to adjust to Lemieux's power. Like Lemieux lit him up early, and you can see in his face that this motherfucker was like, "Oh damn, this nigga hurt me, man." I need to start.
He really adjusted and did anything. It's like he's like, you know what? I'm gonna stand here.
I'm gonna wade right in. He right into the fade, man. He said, I mean, he wanted to bring the fade, and that was cool and all, but you have to realize Lemieux was hurting this motherfucker easily. But he was hard-headed. He didn't want to learn. So Lemieux let up that crazy left hook. I don't even think and the funny thing too, that left hook didn't even land flush like that. I mean, he landed in the middle of his face.
Yeah, it was the perfect Danny Garcia type of hook. Like he looked away from it, boom. And you guys, y'all can't call it a lucky punch because the guy trains to land that punch. That's his job. So when you land a shot like that, you're just doing what you're supposed to do, no matter the competition level you facing.
Right. And then and he did that, and and Spike was gone. He was on the canvas. He was crawling around like a newborn baby and everything. Now originally I thought the ref would at least give him some time, at least get to his feet and see where it is, but the ref took a look in his eyes and saw that no one was fucking home.
He knew.
And stopped that shit.
Actually, he hears that sound harder than anybody else.
Yeah.
You see a good fight, like, you coming out the corner store, or you at high school, when you used to, they school let out and niggas is getting jumped and fighting, and shit happens 5 feet in front of you, like, oh shit, and punches, everything just sound worse.
Yeah, exactly.
Someone get dropped, you're like, oh shit, yeah, that's it, he's done. And I think that's what the ref was on. Like he knew, you know when someone's done.
Yeah, you know when someone's done. And I was just like, oh well, I guess Spike's not. And Spike was over there talking, Spike was over there saying like he probably could have gone on and whatnot. But if he actually did go on, I mean, Lemieux would have probably knocked him out
real bad. Should have took that Golovkin bag, man. He should have had did that fight in May, man.
Yeah, he probably should have, man. I don't know. I mean, the funny thing is that motherfucker got the most. I mean, I'm not sure if from the purses it was just TV money, but that dude got more money than the ex-champions and then one of the current champions on the damn card. And it pretty much, I think only Canelo and Triple G made more than that motherfucker too.
More than Spike?
Yeah, man. He got $400K for this shit, man. He got a bag for it.
I didn't even know he got. Alright, so I don't even know. He wouldn't have got no $400K to fight Golovkin. So they broke the bank for this dude because they know he'll probably never get a title shot or anything. Like,
right, and then I mean, and the funny thing too, I mean, and I know it's fucked up because now he got knocked out so easily. It's just like, I mean,
it kind of hurts your brand because it's like you got knocked out by a guy that Golovkin done schooled. All these other people.
Fucking Joaquin Alcine,
Yes, another one. Like,
Rubio managed to stop, and then Saunders pretty much washed from 1 to 12.
Yeah, so it's like, I always look at it like I'd rather go against the hardest one, the one that I know that if I lose, it's not going to look as bad. It's not going to kill my career. A loss against Golovkin, even if he would have got knocked out the first round, I don't think would have hurt his career like that. But Lemieux, it's like, damn.
Yeah. Because
like, you can't even survive this level.
Right, nah. And it's just like, it's just like, I mean, it's either you got to go back to the drawing board, either you got to build yourself back up, or either that, or they're gonna use you as jobber fodder. You know what I'm saying? Once you start, once you start
that $400K.
Yeah, exactly. About to be a high-paid jobber. So I mean, it's unfortunate, but I mean, let's say it's boxing, shit happens, and now
it's a hurt business, my friend.
Yeah, right. And then now Lemieux, of course, is the WBA manager, which we'll get to a little bit later on what that entails. And then the last fight on the undercard was Jaime Munguia defending his WBO 154 belt against Brandon Cook. I don't know if you've ever seen him fight before. I think I only saw him fight once, and I wasn't overly impressed.
Yeah, I've seen him once, and it's just one of those guys where he's gonna try his best, and which he did. Mm-hmm. But he's a level above who they feeding him to. So it is what it is. Like, the card needed another fight. Let's be honest. Like, y'all put knockout punchers against guys that are a level below them, and you're kind of selling them as like they're even competitive fights, but it was just a lot of styles, no real substance. We got 9 rounds or 10 rounds out of 3 fucking fights.
Yeah, we got 9 rounds combined, yo. And McGee, I mean, another thing, motherfucker weighed in at 154, 153 or whatever. Motherfucker rehydrates to like 176. That's
light heavyweight. I mean, cruiserweight.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy. Like, this shouldn't be. Now, because now if this was the IBF belt, he probably wouldn't be able to rehydrate that way, obviously. But he has a WBO belt. To the WBO, WBC, and the WBA don't do second weigh-ins. So
bullshit.
Yeah, these motherfuckers, they go and they rehydrate something crazy. And I mean,
yeah, and Munguia, you can see that he should be fighting at 160. But hey, you get down to 154. I'm not complaining, but.
And
come on, like,
the reason why he can do it because he's so fucking young. Because when you're young, you can do a lot of things physically. Shit, nigga. I was young, when I was in my early 20s, man, I was magnificent, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Physically, no one could fuck with me. I was able to lose 5 to 8 pounds in a workout, man. Now I'll be lucky back in 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying?
But you know what? I give him props. I give props to his people for bringing him along on this type of pace. And he's getting to work his skills. Because a lot of times when we see Mexican fighters come forward, people try to stereotype them or typecast them as like, not even Mexican fighters, any fighter, you just be real with it. If a guy's coming forward throwing a lot of shots or he's a hard puncher, people tend to think that there's no skill involved. Right. They just think, okay, he's just throwing punches till he lands something and the guy falls down and yeah, he's hurt. Nah, nigga, there's more to it than that.
I mean, yeah, there are some true cavemen in the sport, but the ones that motherfuckers they eat punches like they're going outside. And
cast them all.
Yeah. And then, of course, with Munguia, obviously that's what he's doing because he's so fucking bad. Like, these niggas can't, like, hurt him. And he's walking, he gets caught with his punches, but he's just walking through them. And then some of the combinations he was landing on were just absolutely sickening to watch, too.
Yes, I was like, damn, like.
Because this motherfucker has hand speed at that size, too, which is another thing. Yes. Like, he was like, boom, boom, boom. I was like, oh, shit, he's about to kill this motherfucker right here. We're about to see a fatality.
I want to see him fight Hurd more than the damn Hurd Charlo. He will be a fucking fight of the year, bruh.
Yeah, it'll be a fuckery fight. Like, them niggas will probably be grinding after every punch. Pause. So it's just like, I would love to see that fight. And I know like Hurd right now is getting over his shoulder surgery, so that's why he's not. That's why he hasn't been in the mix, and that's fine. He has a legit excuse to not be fighting. But McGee's going to be fighting at this weight, man.
Hurd is one of the young cats that I can say, you know what, that brother deserves a break.
Yeah, because he went through absolute hell with Laura. You know what I'm saying?
Laura, Trout, Harrison, it's like, her could chill. He deserved that.
Yeah,
he deserved that.
Yeah,
he still got some grinding to do though.
But McGee, this is like, I think that was like his 5th fight of the year, and he's planning on fighting again in December, man. So dude is
not bad. Not bad at all.
Yeah, no, honestly, that's how a young fighter should be doing. As long as Golden Boy doesn't fuck it up. The Liam Smith fight, that was an anomaly. Who the fuck saw that fight going the distance? You know what I'm saying? I sure as hell didn't.
I didn't either, but I knew Liam Smith. I'd give him a fight, but I just thought it'd be like one of those. Okay, about a 6th or 7th round, you know, he get him out of there, but it's a good little shootout. Young man.
Liam Smith gave him a fucking fight, which was I was like, okay, that's what it is. That's what's up. You know, I mean, Loki, that might be one of the more underrated fights of the year because it was a dope fight.
It was a dope little fight. No lie. It was a little gut check too. I think Munguia needed that just to put things in perspective. Like, okay,
not every 154 pounder is a fucking Saddam Ali. You know what I'm saying? So,
and Saddam Ali is a solid fighter, but it was a bad matchup for him. He was just too small.
Saddam Ali is really a welterweight, and is a light heavyweight cruiserweight. You know what I'm saying? So. Yeah, it was just a whole bunch of fuckery, man. You know, and you see, I mean, he walked down to a title, man. Here we are, you know, he's champion. So, I mean, Munguia, obviously, will fight again. I mean, I think the news is he'll probably fight as a co-feature to Bivol and Joe Smith Jr. You know what I'm saying? That's what they're saying right now. So, you know, hey, you know, that's how young fight's supposed to be, man. You do that, you get, you know, that's how you get your skills up. So, the undercard, you know, 9 rounds in all and everything like that, which takes us now to the main.
Hold on, one more thing we gotta say about the undercard, yo. Promoters, please never ever have a fucking hour and a half before the last fight in the damn main event, please.
Right, and I mean, if I watched this shit at home, it would have been okay, you know. I'll probably, you know, throw something.
What I did, so it wasn't so bad, but even I was getting fucking annoyed. So I'm just like imagining, like, yo, these niggas in movie theaters, these niggas at people's houses, you know, like, come on.
Yeah, you know, like I said, I mean, I was over there. I mean, first I was in my seat, you know, I was on my phone, you know, I was chatting with some of the cats in the Twitter and whatnot. You know, I was in the forum, you know, saying what, you know, posting here and there, just minor posts because I wasn't trying to waste my battery, even though I had a portable battery charger. But then after a while, I was like, man, I didn't want to sit in this chair. So I was getting up, I went to the movie theater bar, had a couple of drinks, you know, and then I had an appetizer, and then I had some more drinks, you know what I'm saying? And then it was like
movie theaters love that shit. They're the real winners.
Yeah. Yeah, you know how expensive the movie theater drinks are, my nigga? Shit.
Bruh.
Yeah, you know.
When you done, you felt like you left the damn King of Diamonds or some shit.
Right, you know what I'm saying? I was just like, damn, I really spent, you know, fucking like almost $60-$70 on movie theater liquor, man. It's fucking ridiculous, man. But you know what I'm saying? I couldn't sit still for that long. I mean, I'm not ADD or anything like that, man. It was just like, and then they were just filling all that dead air by just talking. It was just recapping.
They could have sold the whole first motherfucking fight, really.
Yeah. I'm like next time, and I was like, damn, HBO, like your presentation of this shit. Come on, dog. You know, it's like, you know,
it's like so obvious. They give 2 fucks about boxing now. It's like it's.
Yeah, so, I was like, yeah, if you're gonna do this, either if you're gonna have an 8 o'clock time, have the fucking main event start at 10 or 10, you know, 10 o'clock at least, you know. That way niggas, you know, or niggas can go about their business and do something else. You know, not just waiting 8 there and then, I mean, I was there at 7, you know what I'm saying? Because I wanted to make sure.
Damn, nigga, you clocked in for overtime. Shit.
Well, shit, no, because I thought, I mean, originally, because I went, you know, I wanted to get a little popcorn, you know what I'm saying? You know, some of the movie theater lines, they be ridiculous, man. So I wanted to make sure I get that handled, you know, get my initial drink, you know, and just be able to get to my seat in time, you know. And it was pretty packed too, even especially for the undercard, though. So, yeah, that whole.
They had the names on that undercard. It's just, I think you needed. They needed better scouting. Like the Chocolatito fight was the perfect type of fight for Chocolatito.
Right, and it went 5 rounds, so I'm not knocking that, you know.
Yeah, I'm not knocking that fight, but the Gary Sullivan and Lemieux.
Yeah.
With throwing that on, like.
Yeah, I'm saying though, part of it is because Spike fought like a damn fool. It wasn't like he was boxing smart.
Yeah, when you're setting up matchups and cards, you got to take all that into consideration. Like,
Yeah.
Like, at the most, I could see Spike and Lemieux going the distance, but at the least, I could see that shit ending early.
Right. And I mean, you could put a fourth fight on there comfortably. You know?
Yeah, you could have. You definitely could have.
You know, so I mean, like I said, I mean, HBO. I mean, if they're getting out of boxing, if that's what their plan is, man, you know, that's what. I mean, hey, it was a good run, you know.
Yeah. Next.
Right. So yeah, I mean, we get to our main event, you know.